Hey guys, welcome back, and in this video we're going to be starting our design breakdown series. So yeah, stay tuned and let's hop into Photoshop. So yes, this is the design we're going to be breaking down. It was a countdown design done for the International Youth Convention Team Dominion. So I remember before working on this design, this was the copy that was given to me. Dominion is the power to create, to shape realities with your words, and to manifest the will of God in every situation. So on getting this brief, I had to sit down and actually think that what is the best possible way to actually communicate this, the message of this copy. So let's go through it together. Dominion is the power. Power, it's one keyword. To create, to shape realities with your words. So most times when I get copies, I always try my possible best to break them down, and I'm probably going to make a video about concept generation or idea actualization, bringing ideas to life. Probably going to create a video on that. So the keywords I got here were power, dominion. It's one keyword on its own. Then power. So after getting these keywords, the things I took notice of were to shape realities with your words. And you know that there's like power in your tongue, and how do you proclaim words? You use your mouth to proclaim words, to bring things to life. So the idea I got was to get an image of someone's mouth open, like as if someone is saying something, and getting like this kind of nice effects that shows like something is happening, just like all those movies that you see where someone is speaking and realities like come to play, or realities come to existence. So that was why I used this thing, so to show like an actual, let's say an action happening, shaping realities kind of. So that was what I wanted to do actually. Found an image, found some dominion elements, crown, scepter, and also like a golden frame, because the goal was to use gold. And yeah, so that was the aim, and that was the goal of me creating this design. So finding the elements was one of the hardest things actually. Before I found this image, turned it to what I wanted, it took me time. So let me actually show us the layer breakdown. So this was what I got at first. This is what it looks like. Yeah. So I was trying to give this, will I say, fictional kind of feel, like a movie poster kind of feel to this poster design, and not just your regular poster. So that influenced every asset that I used in this design. So I got this from Free Pick. Then I changed the saturation. I changed it to reduce saturation to 0. Then I got a galaxy. So when I hear realities, most times it's talking about when I hear realities, it shapes this thought of like the universe in my head. Like when God said, "Let there be light," and there was like the beginning where God created the heaven and the earth. Yes, God said, "Let there be light." God spoke words, and that was what shaped this design. So I was trying to like make it look as if it was in the beginning, someone speaking, and things were brought to life. So that was the basis of me creating this design, and that was what emphasized this universe, or this galaxy picture that was used. So I also changed the color of this, because if you realize it was orange, I had to change the hue, that is the color of it, a little bit to be able to get, because I was going for gold and black. Then after that, then this was like a gold swirl. But I brought this in later in the design. So after that, I got this is like an outburst. So I'm trying to show that action, or convey that emotion of an action. Yeah, I don't know if you get that. trying to convey that something is actually happening. Again, in God said, let there be light. Yeah, let there be light. So this is like showing the light, the outburst of light. And yeah, this was also an image I got. This image actually communicates the copy that I got to, but I did not want to pass across the wrong information. That was why I didn't use this fully. At least this shows someone stretching forth his hand and trying to, like, let's say, shape reality, trying to create something. And this complex block shows like a process is happening, like a kind of a complex process. Yeah, so it still communicates the message, but it says we shape realities with our words and not our hands. If it was our hands, this would have worked perfectly. But I just use this to just try to create the environment of complex processes. I already embedded the light, embedded the universe and all. Then this was the gold frame I got, and I cropped it. It was not like this before. I had to remove the white and all, and added curves to add more contrast. I brought this down. Yeah, I brought this down to add contrast. So yeah, brought the midtones down. Then this is the tricky part. This was an image that I got. I don't know if I can, because I was looking for the original image. It wasn't like this actually. It was more or less like an illustration kind of, not really an image. But I manipulated it and I got this, gave it that silver fill, then added this color lookup edgy amber to give it that gold feel, and I reduced the opacity a little bit to just reduce the effects on it. Then this was a 35 days to go. This was a go text effect that I used. I'll try my possible best in include some of the resources that I used in the description of this video. So this was the text effect that I used, and if you noticed, and one thing I never do is to take something off of the internet and just use it like that. As designers, you are manipulators. You should know how to be able to manipulate things for let's say your project to your own taste. So this was what it looked like. This was what the text effect looked like. But I wanted to add more depth, add more bevel. So I went to bevel and emboss. You can use the settings the way it is here: depth 225, inner bevel, smooth, highlight, mode screen, the opacity, and the kind of graph or gloss contour that was used. It was this one that was used. So you can just copy these same settings and you get the same result, and just added the drop shadow with these same settings. Yeah. Then after doing that, then just added days to go. The font that was used was Space Patrol NF. So that's the name of the font that was used for this 35 as well. So I changed the blend mode from normal to overlay. Then just duplicated it to increase let's say the contrast now, to make it more visible. Then added the brightness and contrast. No, I did not add that. Then just added lens flare, yeah, to just make it more dramatic. Then this part of shaping realities with your mouse. So this is what this resource looked like. This is what it looked like. Yeah. So I just changed the blend mode to screen, and I got this. Then I realized that the brightness was too much. I reduced the brightness a little bit and I increased the contrast. Then brought in the Dominion logo, brought in the International Youth Convention text. Then if you notice, there is this crown that I used here, but at the end of the day I didn't use this crown again. And you might want to ask me why. So there's this thing called unity in design, yeah, where all the elements you use in your design, they need to have like the same feel, yeah. So if you realize, everything I'm using have their own texture, they are textured. But if you look at this is not texture. This is just This is just like an illustration kind of image. It really has no texture to it, and it's not giving me the, let's say, medieval kind of vibe that I wanted to give me, or the textured vibe that I wanted to give me. You get? So instead, I went ahead and I found this crown instead. I went ahead and I found this crown that actually worked well and worked better than what I showed you earlier on. After that, I added the color lookup to just color grade those elements the same way. Then painted the bottom black just for text. Then brought in the scepter, also conveying dominion. Then the brightness and contrast. I realized it was kind of dark when I downloaded it, so I had to pump up the brightness a little bit. Yeah, so this was the image where I got that crown from, and I just cropped it using polygonal lasso tool. Then if you need a video on that, or you want me to explain how to crop, because sometimes when you use the select subject, it doesn't really crop well. So if you need a video on that, let me know too. Then the text dominion, then a texture. This is a grunge dusty texture background. You can just search for this online and you get it. This is what it looks like. So you just change the blend mode, so you can change it to either lighting or screen. But if you see screen, I can see more of the highlights, so to reduce the highlights and just for more contrast to those pixels that I want, I use lighting. Then just small lights around. Then brought in the logos, brought in the websites, then the dates, and this is like a scribble line. Yeah, and basically that's all. That was how I created this design. I just used the camera raw filter to sharpen the pixels and yeah, make it more cohesive. So that's that on the first design breakdown series. See you in the next one.